more Houston wrestling action. Tuffy likes it, dangerous. And Kamala now using that whip right across the back. And again, as he continues to thrash Duggan, fans start to chant, Duggan, Duggan, Duggan. Kamala now using that whip. Remember, there's no disqualifications in this match. That's why the referee's not able to pull that whipping rod from Kamala. Referee Tony Torres trying his best to restore some kind of order, but look at Kamala. Now he's digging into the head. He's taking the hard point of that stick and driving into the head of Duggan. And Kamala now continues to use that whipping rod, as he has found that that has been the turning of the tide for him. Now listen to thousands and thousands of wrestling fans jam-packed in the Coliseum as Duggan starts to echo from one wall to another. Kamala trying to protect Akbar, but Duggan, that full intent of grabbing a hold of Akbar and teaching him a lesson. But Hacksaw Duggan has got a problem. He's got to not only contend with getting Akbar, but he's got to contend with that vicious Kamala. The referee powerless right now to get that whip away from Kamala. You notice the red and the still the scars of the attack by Akbar and Kamala months ago, evidenced on Duggan's face. Kamala now, chokehold. He tries to keep Kamala down. He toppled down. That's two big men. And that's Duggan using that painted face of Kamala as a target. Look at Kamala doing everything he can to protect his manager Akbar. And Duggan now looking for a place. Kicks out, he reaches, and before he could do anything to Akbar, Kamala was on his back. And Kamala, for a man over 400 pounds, he is extremely quick. He may not have the well-defined muscles you see on some professional wrestlers, but he packs that raw strength that comes with that awesome size of his, and he's got a vicious strategy inside that ropes. One reason he's one of the most feared wrestlers in professional wrestling. And those wild chops of his across the head as he looks for a place to send Duggan. Driving, and Kamala missed. As he was driving off 400 pounds, Duggan now a few seconds, a few precious seconds to catch his breath, and in comes that right fist of Duggan. Sets him up and driving clothesline. And Kamala's down. And the fans are on their feet. They're screaming. They're waving American flags. And Duggan, the big favorite here, as he sent Kamala to the mat. Something that's not been done too often. Driving shoulder block and head on. Both men collided head on. Referee Tony Torres now trying to administer the count. He's at 3. Kamala's on his hands and knees. Duggan is still down. Fans are claiming Kamala's got something. It looks like Kamala's got something in the kick. Duggan kicked him right into the face of Kamala. Whatever it was, it backfired. Now listen to this crowd. That football stance of Duggan. Driving into Kamala. Kamala down the ring. Look at this crowd. Listen to him. You can't do yourself. Thank you. Duggan looking for an opportunity to get Akbar. Look at Akbar. Backed up in the corner. Duggan sent him up. The bell has sounded. Kamala's been counted out of the ring. Duggan is driving right fisted. This Coliseum has erupted. Duggan now working over Kamala. And as Duggan works over to Kamala, we haven't had our verdict. And into the ring comes Zambui. Kareem Mohammed, and Duggan's hitting everybody. Anybody close enough, Hacksaw Jim Duggan is lowering the boom. And Kamala now, as Duggan now just being outnumbered. Being outnumbered, Duggan is down. Zambui is unleashing Akbar. Kamala is using that Ugandan avalanche of his Referee Tony Torres is down. Kamala follows up one more time. And here comes Zambui as he followed a driving headbutt, and Duggan just plain outnumbered in the ring. Torres, the referee, is thrown out of the ring. It's just Zambui. It's just Kamala, and it's a helpless Duggan. And Akbar now, who has warned Duggan in the past that he will do anything to knock him out of wrestling. And look at those two big men, both men over 400 pounds, as they take turns on Duggan, who's down on the mat. And General Akbar commanding the vicious army of Zambui, Kareem Muhammad, and Ugandan giant Kamala. Referee Carl Fergie now trying to bring it under control, and Akbar viciously attacks Carl Fergie. He signals for Zambui to continue. They're working over Duggan. The stunned crowd here. Look at Akbar as he drove that whipping rod into that injured eye of Duggan. And Akbar commanding the vicious army of Kamala and Zambui now exit from the ring, and Duggan, who's the winner of the match, but he was also felt the wrath of General Akbar's army of Kamala and Zambui. We'll be back here with more wrestling action in just one moment.